Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tiffany and I watched a ton of Hanukkah rom-coms this year. If you love rom-coms, you should definitely check some of these out. Now I'm going to be rating 5 different Hanukkah rom-coms tonight, but also stay tuned to the end because I'm going to talk about a brand new Hanukkah rom-com that's premiering on December 10th. So if you're counting, that's 6 nights of Hanukkah rom-coms that you can have for this Hanukkah season. We're almost at 8. I'm gonna rate all of these movies using a Hanukkah this year. 1 candle is not great at all, and all the way up to 8 candles is amazing. So I'll be rating using this system. So first, I'm gonna be starting off with a movie called Menorah in the Middle. So I'm gonna rate Menorah in the Middle a 5 out of 8 candles on my Hanukkah this year. Now, mainly because it has some tropes that I don't really like when it comes to rom-coms. Also, for some reason, and surprisingly, the video quality wasn't that great. It almost felt like it was being shot on an iPhone. And I know I shouldn't really be talking because I'm shooting all of my stuff on an iPhone as well, but you know, I'm just a YouTuber. This is a Hallmark movie we're talking about. Also, Sarah Silverman is in this movie, so I was really surprised that the quality was so low. Now, I should say, I love the piece of the story that Sarah Silverman was in. I thought it was super duper cute. I love that part. But there, like I said, just some rom-com tropes that I just don't really particularly like was in this movie. Now, I did love seeing all the Jewish imagery, so, you know, 5 isn't so bad. Now, I don't really see the replayability of this movie for me in particular. It's probably just that I'm glad I watched it once, but I'll probably won't watch it again next year. So this movie has our main character who is dating a guy who doesn't really care too much about the holidays. He is also not Jewish. And she has to go back home for the holidays, and she's bringing her boyfriend with her. They do get engaged beforehand, and he has a lot of work aspirations that he's trying to get through right now. Now, when the couple gets back to her hometown, they find out there's a lot of things going on that she didn't know about, and so there's a lot of stuff that she needs to fix. A lot of different chaos ensues. There's some cute like family like Hanukkah traditions that are shown that's really nice, but like I said, the quality is kind of low, so it's a little disappointing. There are some storylines that I think are really cute, but I don't really like the trope where, you know, you come in and there's like the bad boyfriend and then there's the good guy and then she just goes with the good guy. You know, the regular rom-com thing. It's boring, it's done all the time, and it's just one of those things that's repeated, but you know, it does make for a good rom-com script. Definitely go check it out if you haven't seen it already. So next, I'm going to be talking about Love Lights Hanukkah. Now, I'm going to rate Love Lights Hanukkah as 6 candles out of 8 on my Hanukkah this year. So Love Lights Hanukkah actually has a pretty interesting premise when it comes to other rom-coms in the sense that the main character, she's an adoptee and she wasn't sure about, you know, her birth parents' background. And once her adopted mother passes away, she ends up deciding to do a DNA test. And in that DNA test, she finds out she's Jewish. Whoa. Now, of course, our main character loves Christmas, as they usually always do, and she knows nothing about Hanukkah. Now, it turns out that she does have some very close really close relatives on her birth mother's side that only lives about 10 minutes down the road. So she goes and visits, and it turns out that's her birth mom and her like half siblings that are right down the road, 10 minutes away. The thing I don't like about this part of the story is, and you know, it's probably just because it's a short movie and it's part of the plot, but nobody really questions why, like, this mom never told her kids that she had another daughter, and they all live so close to each other. There was just no questions asked, and really nobody really cared. It just kind of, the movie went along. But like I said, it's a short rom-com, so there probably wasn't just enough time to explain. She learns all about her Jewish heritage and all about Hanukkah, and it's super duper cute. Now, you'll notice a lot of these Hanukkah rom-coms is teaching the audience about Hanukkah, because most of the audience that watches the Hallmark holiday movies are people who celebrate Christmas, so they don't really know much about Hanukkah. So almost every single movie is going to teach the audience what is Hanukkah and how does it actually work and what do you do during Hanukkah. So it's one of those again. Of course, it wouldn't be a rom-com without romance, so there is a guy, but I don't need to tell you the details. Go ahead and watch it. I rated it a 6 out of 8. I definitely rewatch it again. So the next movie we're going to talk about is Mistletoe Menorahs. I rated this a 5 candles out of 8 on my Hanukkah this year. Mainly because it's a movie where it's split down the middle, half of it's Christmas and half of it's Hanukkah. Now normally I wouldn't put that on my list, but there was some beautiful Hanukkah imagery and I kind of liked it, so I decided to add it anyways. So this movie, our main character is a boss babe who has to basically impress her bosses this holiday season, and they invited her to show off her new idea and plan to everybody at the holiday party. But it turns out the CEO is Jewish and he celebrates Hanukkah, and our girl, our main character, knows nothing about Hanukkah. So she has a boyfriend who's just really not into the holidays at all, and of course she loves Christmas. She has her favorite Christmas drink and she decorates her desk at work and her whole house is decked out in Christmas everything, and she loves it, and she knows zilch about Hanukkah. Now it turns out her best friend's daughter's teacher is Jewish. He also needs some help this year because he needs to impress his girlfriend's father, and he's coming in town for Christmas, so he wants to host him for Christmas, and he knows nothing about Christmas somehow, which that's probably the most surprising thing about the whole movie. So anyways, they get together and start teaching each other about their holidays. The Jewish guy teaches her all about Hanukkah, and she teaches him all Christmas traditions. Now, there are some cute pieces. There's a lot of Hanukkah imagery that's beautiful. There's still a lot of Christmas stuff in the movie. Like I said, it's 50-50. And then, of course, the rom-com. So you kind of find out who everybody ends up with in the end. It's a little predictable, but I still think it's cute, and I definitely rewatch it. So next, we're going to talk about one of my favorites, and it's called The 8 Gifts of Hanukkah. Now, I rated this one a 7 out of 8 on my Hanukkah this year. It was a really close one to get to 8. This is one of those movies that I have already bought on Amazon Prime, and I'm going to rewatch it again during Hanukkah this year, and I'm definitely going to rewatch it again in years to come. So The 8 Gifts of Hanukkah has our main character. She's going through all the dating apps. She can't find love anywhere. She's burnt out. All of a sudden, all the eligible men in her town are interested in her. So she's dating a few different guys. She's got a Michelin star famous chef that she's dating. She's got her ex-boyfriend who is a partner in his law firm that would love to get back with her. And she's also got like this tech genius guy who just sold his startup that's been taking her out on a few dates. So all of a sudden, Hanukkah comes around the corner and she's receiving a gift on her doorstep every night of Hanukkah. And each night is better than the last, and they're very personal, and it's like they know a lot about her and they care a lot about her, and the notes are very thoughtful, and she's starting to fall in love with this secret admirer. Now, who could it be? Is it one of the 3 guys that she's dating? Is it somebody else that we know about? Is it somebody we haven't seen at all yet? Well, you know, it's a rom-com, so it's a little predictable, but it's still such a great movie. The Jewish and Hanukkah imagery is beautiful. I love all the family stuff in the movie. It's just a great all-around Hanukkah rom-com. I highly recommend you watching it. And then last but not least, Hanukkah on Rye is by far the best Hanukkah rom-com movie I've ever seen. Hallmark did such a great job with this movie. They're definitely listening to their Jewish audience, and I absolutely love this movie. It's another movie that I bought, and I'm sure you can tell, but I rated this an 8 out of 8 on my Hanukkah this year. I wouldn't change a thing. I loved it so much. I don't even want to spoil it for you. If you've already watched the trailer, you've seen too much, just go watch Hanukkah on Rye. It is a great classic rom-com. It's all about a Jewish family, Jewish families, I should say. And it's so good. I love it so much. I'm probably going to watch it the first night of Hanukkah this year, even though I literally just watched it like 2 days ago. Now, I wanted to tell you, the Hallmark Channel is premiering a brand new Hanukkah RomCom December 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, we don't know too much about this movie yet. They haven't put out like a video on it or anything, but they did have some images and a little bit of a synopsis. And it says that it's a Hanukkah movie about a girl who is stuck in a time loop in her parents' Hanukkah party, and there's something that she has to do at this Hanukkah party to make time go right again. And we have no idea what it's about, and obviously it's a rom-com, so there has to be some kind of romance in it, but all of the little stills look great, the decorations for Hanukkah look great, and all the pictures. I'm so excited to watch it. Like I said, it premieres December 10th, which is the 4th night of Hanukkah. I'll definitely be watching it. I'd love to hear if you're gonna watch it too. It's called Round and Round on the Hallmark channel, and if you don't have cable, you can watch it on premium subscriptions. That's what you can watch it on. That's probably what I'll be watching it on. I'd love to hear if you're watching it. If you want to, let me know if you want to watch it together here on YouTube. But that's my list of Hanukkah rom-coms this year. I loved watching them. I have a few that are staples, and I know that I'm going to be watching them for a while. And let me know if you've seen any of these, if you don't agree with me, or if there's anything else I should watch this Hanukkah season. I hope you have a great time watching these movies, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.